Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to the class of business, introduction to business. Dear students, today is our sixth lecture. As we started the management concept of a business in the last lecture, in lecture 5, we studied the different concepts related to the management. Today we will discuss the human resource management, that how human resource management affect the organization's performance, the organization's growth, the organization's expansion, and what are the main topics related to the human resource management. So let me start with the lecture objectives. In lecture objectives, we will explain what human resource management is and how it relates to the management processes, and illustrate the HR management responsibilities of line and staff managers. So let me start with the very first topic, that is the managers human resource management jobs. What is management process? If you remember, we studied, we discussed, we explained the management definition of management in the lecture 5. Recall from that lecture. In that lecture we studied that the management is simply the planning, the organizing, the leading and controlling. These are also called four pillars of the organization, four pillars of the management. So in today's lecture we added one extra pillar to the management definition, that is staffing. So simply we can define the management process that this is 5 basic functions of the management process, that are planning, organizing, staffing, leading and controlling. So staffing is increased in the definition of management. So why it is increased? Because we will answer this question in the next slides. So human resource management. Now what is human resource management? Human resource management is the policies and practices involved in carrying out the people or human resource aspects of a management position, including recruiting, screening, training, rewarding and uprising. So human resource management is simply the management process in which organizations, department recruit the employees, screen those employees, then train the selected employees, then reward their performance and appraise their performance. So it is called human resource management. The functions of human resource management is to recruit the employees for the organization, screen those recruited employees for the organization, then train the selected employees for the organization, and then reward and appraise the performance of those employees in the organization. Personnel aspect of a manager's job. It means that what are the manager's job in the human resource department. So the manager's job in human resource department is to conduct job analysis. First of all, the manager has need of conducting a job analysis, that what type of job is, what type of position is empty, how we can hire or how we can fulfill that empty position of the organization. So first job of the manager is to conduct job analysis. Second, planning labor needs and recruiting job candidates. So fulfill the need position, to fulfill the empty position. Then select job candidate, select employee for that empty position. Then orienting and training new employees. So this is also the job of a manager, that they make orientation process and then they make training on the newcomers. The next job of the manager is to manage wages and salaries to the existing employees and compensate the existing employees of the organization. The next job for the manager is providing incentives and benefits to the existing employees. Appraise their performance. If they are performing good in the organization, so they must be appraised, they must be provided extra benefit for their extra performance. Communicating, interviewing, counseling, disciplining all the employees of the organization. This is also a job of a manager. Training and developing managers and building employees' commitment. So these are all the jobs of a manager in human resource department. What are the personnel mistakes of the human resource department? The first mistake of the human resource department is to hire wrong person for the job. If they hire a wrong person for the job, so this is mistake of the human resource department's manager. Experience high turnover. High turnover means that when the organizations, when the employees of the organization leave the organization, transfer their job from one organization to another. So this is called the high turnover. So this is also the mistake of the human resource department, that they experience high turnover in the organization. Have your people not doing their best? The organization have people which are not doing their best. They are not doing high performance in the organization. So it's also mistake of the human resource department. Waste time with useless interviews. They waste time with their useless interviews. They interview people in useless form. This is also mistake of the human resource department. Have your company in court because of discriminatory actions. They provide discriminatory interviews, discriminately hire the people for their organization. Have your company received penalties for unsafe practices. They provide unsafe conditions, unsafe environments to their existing employees, and they are penalized by the governments, by the rules and regulations, by the laws of the businesses. If some employees think their salaries are unfair, if organizations, employees think that their salaries are unfair in their organization, so it's also mistake of the human resource department, and inequitable relative to other in the organization. Allows a lack of training to undermine your department's effectiveness. So they have lack of training, they have low level of training. So this low level of training, department's effectiveness affected. Commit any unfair labor practices. If organization commit any unfair labor practice, so it is also the mistake of human resource department. What are the basics of HR concepts? Getting results. This is the basic of the HR department, that they must get results from their employees. The bottom line of managing. The results from the bottom line of managing. HR creates value by engaging in activities that produce the employee behaviors. The company needs to achieve the strategic goals. Always every organization needs to get strategic goals. For the purpose of achieving strategic goals, they create activities to produce employees behavior. The HR department must produce employees behavior to get strategic goal in the organization. Line and staff aspect of HRM, human resource management. Line manager is a manager who is authorized to direct the work of subordinates and is responsible for accomplishing the organization's tasks. So these are the line managers. Line managers are authorized to direct, to provide, to guide the work of subordinates. They are responsible for the accomplishing the organization's daily basis, day-to-day tasks, day-to-day operations. And staff managers are the managers who assist or to guide the line managers. Line managers in HR, human resource management responsibilities. What are the responsibilities of the line managers? Line managers place the right person on the right job. Always line managers try to get right person for the right job. Second responsibility of the line manager is to starting new employees in the organization. It means they provide orientation to the employees. They train employees for job new to them. They improve the job performance of each person in the organization. Gaining creative cooperation and developing smooth working relationship with each other. Interpreting the firm's policies and procedures to the employees, to the newcomers. Controlling the labor cost. Developing the abilities of each person, creating and maintaining department morale, and practicing employees' health and physical conditions. So all of these activities or responsibility of line managers in human resource management department. Functions of the HR manager. What are the functions of HR manager? A line function. HR manager direct the activities of people in his or her own department and in related service areas like the plant's cafeteria. So this is the line function of the HR manager. Coordinative functions are also involved in the HR department. HR managers also coordinate personnel activities, a duty often referred to as functional control. So they also control the functional activities of the subordinates of the line managers or other employees of the organization. So next function of the HR manager is staffing, assist and advise functions. Assist and advise line manager is the heart of the HR manager's job. Next, HR and authority, human resource and authority. Authority to the HR is mean that the right to make decisions. They have authorized to make decisions for their activities, direct others' work, guide others' work, and give orders to done the work. Implied authority is also involved in the HR department. The authority exerted by an HR manager by virtue of others' knowledge that he or she has access to top management. It means that implied authority is the authority by which HR manager connect with the top management, connects line managers with the top managers. And there is also line authority of the HR, the authority exerted by an HR manager by directing the activities of the people in his or her own department and is in services area. So these are the authorities of HR, human resource department. They also educate the employees. Employee advocacy. HR must take responsibility for clearly define how management should be treating employees, making sure employees have the mechanisms required to contest unfair practices, to eliminate the unfair practices, and represent the interest of employees within the framework of its primary obligation to senior management. Next, examples of HR job duties are the recruiters, search for qualified job applicants, equal employment opportunity EEO coordinators. They coordinate the equal employment opportunity for all the employees of the organization, investigate and resolve equal employment opportunity grievance, examine organizational practices for potential violations, and compile and submit EEO reports. Job analysts collect and examine information about jobs to prepare job descriptions. They examine information, they analyze the information about the jobs to prepare job descriptions. Next example of HR duty is to compensating managers. Develop compensation plans and handle the employee benefit programs. That HR manager's job duty is to compensate the plans, compensate the managers, compensate the employees of the organization, and give benefit to them for their high performance. Training specialists plan, organize, and direct training activities for the newcomers, for the new employees. Sorry guys, labor relations specialists, they also have labor specialization that advise management on all aspects of union management relations. HR organizational chart for a small company. On the top of the small company there is manager, labor relation and human resource department. On the next of the human resource manager there is a human resource administrative coordinator. On the under of this there is senior human resource coordinator. On under of this there are two types, one is office journalist and second is the human resource coordinator. So it's a organizational chart for a small company. The changing environment of the HR manager. HR's changing role, personnel departments took over hiring and firing from supervisors. This took from the hiring and firing of the supervisors, payroll and benefit plans administration. in the 1930s added protecting the firm in its interaction with unions. So it's also the changing environment of the HR manager that they must add the protection plans for the interaction with the unions, the employees unions, responsibilities and labor relations. Assumed organizational responsibilities for equal employment and affirmative actions. This is the changing environment of HR management. We can see that globalization affected the changing environment of HR manager. Technological advances is technology advances, so it also affected the changing environment of the HR management. Exporting jobs. Nowadays we can see that jobs are exported from one country to another country, so it also affected the HR environment. The nature of work, you can see that there are multiple work performances, so it also affected the changing environment of the HR. And workforce demographics. Workforce demographics means there is a diversified workforce in every organization, and this diversification of the workforce also affected the changing environment of the HR department. Measuring HR's contribution. What is the HR's contribution in the organization? So if we look to the strategy, the company's strategy is a long-term plan for how it will balance its internal strengths and weaknesses with external opportunities and threats to maintain a competitive advantage. When any organization want to get or receive a competitive advantage, so they will analyze the internal strengths and weaknesses and external opportunities and threats to get the competitive advantage for their organization. HR managers today are more involved in partnering with their top managers in both designing and implementing their company's strategies. When organization want to manage, want to plan, want to establish strategies, so all HR managers have a huge contribution with the top management in the development and the implementation of the strategies. Top management want to see precisely how the HR manager plan will make the company more valuable. The top management also are the looking forward for the HR management, HR department, that how they will contribute to plan well of the organization, value of the organization, and add more to the value of the organization. HR matrix. How the HR calculate the contribution of all employees in the organization. First is absent rate. They calculate the absent rate of the employees by this formula, which is given in the slide. Number of days absent in the month divided by average number of employees during the month and multiply by the number of work days multiplied by 100. So it will shows the percentage absent rate of the organization. If we look to the cost per hire, that what is the cost of one hiring, so we can compute this cost per hire by given formula, that is advertising plus agency fees plus employees referrals plus traveler cost of applicants and staff plus relocation cost plus recruiters pay and benefit divided by number of hires. So this will show the cost per hire. Healthcare cost per employee. So it's simple, total cost of the healthcare divided by total employees. So it will show the healthcare cost of the employees. HR expense factors. So HR expenses divided by total operating expenses. It will show the HR expenses. How to calculate the human capital return on investment? So revenues are, from the revenues the operating expenses are also subtracted. Again, compensation cost is also subtracted, benefit cost is also subtracted and divided by the compensation cost plus benefit cost. So it will show the human capital return on investment. Human capital value added. How they add value to the human capital? So revenue, from the revenue the operating expenses subtracted, compensation cost plus benefit cost is also subtracted from the revenue and divided on the total number of FTE. So this will show the human capital value addition, that how human capital added value to the organization. Revenue factor, revenue divided by total number of FTEs. So this will show the revenue factor of the organization. And time to fill, today total days elapsed to fill requisitions plus divided by number hired. Training investment factor, total training cost is divided to the head count, so it will show the training investment factor of the employees. Turnover cost, so cost to terminate plus cost per hire plus vacancy cost plus learning curve loss. So this will show the turnover cost. Turnover rate, number of separation during month divided by average number of employees during month multiplied by 100. So it will show the percentage turnover rate of the organization. Workers compensation cost per employee, what is the compensation cost of the employees? So total workers cost for 1 year divided by average number of employees. So it will show the workers compensation cost per employee. Next, benefit of the high performance work system, HPWS, high performance work system. Generate more job applicants for the employees, screen candidates more effectively they screen the candidates for the job, provide more and better training for the selected employees, link pay more explicitly to performance. It means that they payment structure of the organization is related to the performance. If their performance is high, they pay more. If their performance is low, they pay low to them. Provide a safer work environment to the employees, produce more qualified applicants per position, more employees are hired based on validated selection tests, provide more hours of training for new employees and higher percentages of employees receiving regular performance appraisals. The new HR manager. What are the new HR manager? New proficiencies related to the HR. So HR proficiencies, business proficiencies are related to the new HR manager. Leadership proficiencies, that how they lead the organization. Learning proficiencies, that how he learn from the organization. So these are the new opportunities, new performances, new responsibility for the HR manager. The need to know your employment law. It's also the responsibility of the new HR manager that they must have equal employment laws in the organization. They have occupational safety and health laws in the organization, and they also have labor laws in the organization. So new HR manager must know about the equal employment laws for their employees, the safety and health laws for their employees, and labor laws for their employees. HR professional certificates. HR professional certificates means the HR is becoming more professionalized in nowadays in the whole world. So Society for Human Resource Management is developed for the HR professional certificate. They provide certificates to the HRs. SHRM's Human Resource Certificates Institute, SPHR Senior Professional HR, and PHR Professional in HR certificates. So these are the certificates related to the professional human resource managers. Next, HR and technology. What are the benefits of technological applications for HR? Internet-based employees portal through which employees can self-service HR transactions. So it is a benefit of technology that all HR managers have a portal. By this portal, through this portal, they can self-service the HR transactions relating to the all employees of the organization. The availability of centralized call center staff with HR specialists. They have call centers in the HR department with specialization of the HR managers, so they can easily trace all the transactions, all the responsibilities, and all the problems and issues related to the employees can trace easily by the call center. Increased efficiency of HR operations by the advancement of technology. The development of data warehouse of HR related to information. So they also have a technological base for the warehouse of the organization by which they can develop data warehousing for their HR related informations. the ability to outsource HR activities to specialist service providers. So technological effect, technological advancement also provided ability to the organization to outsource HR activities to specialist service providers. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. This was your today's lecture related to the human resource management of the business. So we will talk in the next semester and next lecture on the base of advertisement department or the marketing department of the business. So for now it's enough for you. So have a nice time. Have a good time. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.